What's up, guys? Pokémon here, and we are heading out to Comic-Con. So, as we're out here in Grand Island, Nebraska, we have the Fawner Park, which has horse races, and then over here to the left, we have our brand new casino, the Grand Island Casino Resort, and then over here is the Pinnacle Expo. That's where Comic-Con's happening. So, let's check it out. All right, guys, it's a nice day, but it is a windy day. So we're out here at the Nebraska State Fairgrounds, and we got Comic-Con, so we're going to go check it out. I don't know how many cards are going to be here, but we're going to see what happens. It's over Pinnacle Expo. We got a bunch of cars here, though. A lot of cars, so we'll see what happens, and let's head inside. So a little forewarning, this is day number 1 of 2, so tomorrow on Sunday it's going to be here too. I didn't bring anything to trade or anything to sell because I just wanted to feel it out and see what we have. Possibly come back tomorrow, but we'll definitely check it out. We're heading inside, guys. We got an entrance here. Here we go. Comic-Con, here we come. We got our first person dressed up. All right, guys, here we are, Comic-Con. I'm official right there. Let's check it out. Bunch of jerseys. Over here we got comic books galore. Comic books galore. Over there we got a big police rescue vehicle. A lot of stuff. So let's check out. Blast a Trooper for $5. A lot of different stuff here. Here you can get pictures. A lot of 3D model stuff.
May the force be with you.
Dimension services. A bunch of older sports cards and stuff. Here we go, a bunch of action figures and old stuff. Here's where we go. We got some Magic the Gathering. Bunch of Magic. Some One Piece. There's some Pokemon there. There we go. We got some Pokemon here. A lot of good stuff. Japanese, some Chinese. Bunch of Pokemon. We're going to check this one out a little bit, guys, and see what we got going on here. A lot of good stuff.
You got on the YouTube.
Got
Got 500 on it. The box is a little bit, just the outside there. It's going to open, it's great.
Right. And the Alakazam 4-pack.
You're supposed to be ready.
So far, I've seen a couple Pokemon tables. The 151 box was $500, but it had water damage. Don't know how deep the water damage was, but for $500, it's a pretty good price. So if you were going to, in theory, rip it, probably pretty good deal. So we might come back to that one. I think it'll sell pretty quick, though. We got Game On Games. Always see what the heck they have. Just like a bunch of figures and Funkos. Don't see a lot of cards really. Check out this one. Got some candy with a bunch of 3D models.
They're really, it's much more challenging than
I'm not sure. Bunch of Funkos. Funkos are everywhere. And we got the swords, 3D models and stuff. Bunch of swords and katana blades. I'm not sure. See a bunch of old sports cards. A bunch of PlayStation right there and the Sega. Unreal. Old school stuff. Old vintage toys. There you go. You got posters and prints.
You are trash.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, back here they can play video games. It looks like NHL 20. It's a little old. You can do card games here. People are sitting down playing, opening packs and talking.
Tri-City Con 2026. Yes. 11 o'clock on the main stage. We have Bunny Comet who's going to do a panel for us on the history of punk rock comics. 11 o'clock on the main stage. Punk rock
Origami Giant. Here's the Eevee Scream. He's got the Bubble Muse down there too. Oh, there's the Umbreon right there. That one's like top tier card. Lovebirds. That's the one I just bought for $250. I'm hoping to get a 10 out of it. Well, guys, it's not too bad. There's about 4 vendors, 5 vendors maybe at most that have cards, but was able to get some stuff. Let me show you what I got. So we'll kind of run through them. So we got a box topper here, the Journey Together box topper, still sealed. Got that, and then we got the Bulbasaur Mega Evolutions box toppers. Able to get 5 of those. And then we got one of the Snorlax 151, just regular ETB promos. Then I bought a Ultra Premium Collection 151. You'll see it has a slight tear in it and has a little bit of, it looks like weather damage or something on it. I don't know what. It's got a tear up here, but I got this one, able to get it for $500. So it's $1,100 right now selling online. $500 I figure is a pretty good deal on it. These right here is about close to about $210 for retail, and I was able to get it down to about 80% on that one, so just a little over $160. But all in all, pretty good deal, I thought, and excited. It's cheaper than buying the booster boxes, and right now online these are selling for anywhere from $25 to $30, so it felt like it's a pretty good deal. But that's what I got here at the convention, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Well, guys, we just left the Tri-City Comic Con, so whenever I do events like this, and I don't do enough of them, I always want to go through the pros and the cons of it. Now, for some of the cons for the Comic Con, it was heavily favored on comic books and comic characters, which is a Comic Con, so I get it. Not a lot of card vendors. What I would hope they would do is in the future on these is what I like to see is when they have an actual vendor list, they talk about how many vendors of any specific type are going to be there, just so people aren't walking in kind of blind to the situation. That's number one. The second one is you got to have some stuff lined up, whether it be events, speakers, or talkers. So there was a guy that was giving a presentation on the history of like punk rock and comic books or something, and they have a venue set up that's probably 150 chairs deep, 75 on each side, and there was one person watching this. So you got to bring something that's going to grab and draw some people's attention to it, because I mean, that's tough. Performing in front of a crowd of one, that's not good. The other one is whenever you're doing stuff like this, like, I'm not dogging on Jason Page, the Pokemon singer, but the guy has made a living off singing a Pokemon catchphrase, and like it or not, the dude brings the crowd with him. So I know he's probably not cheap to get, but you got to have something like that, like for a crowd like this. So, I mean, those are probably 3 things I think were kind of the cons I do. But now, some of the pros. The vendors seem to be pretty easy to work with, and they did not get super annoyed when a person is there, kid or adult, and asking about every single price for every card. All right? That is one of the pros, I think, is because as a vendor, it would get very old. But I look on it as that is your fault too as a vendor. I know it sucks to price every card. I know the card market is super volatile, but it's volatile sometimes in both ways. So I think you need to have every card price. I think you need a sticker on every card, because then people can walk up, and it takes away so much from the time that you have to spend TCG playing this thing. So, you know, the pro is I'm glad you're willing to look up all the prices, but the con is that's on you. You gotta have the stuff priced out. I know it sucks. Like, if you have $2,000-$3,000, you know, products that you got to price out, I mean, I think you'll sell more if you have them priced out. So, a pro, thanks for taking the time to do it. A con would be, another one would be, just price all the stuff out. The other pro I would say for sure is it was a $5 entry fee. And I think if you want to go for the whole weekend, it's like $7 or something. So good on them. They made it super reasonable and super affordable. This thing started at 9 a.m. Right now it's 11:30. It goes till I think 5 or 6. But the crowd, people were churning through. People were going. So I think another pro, they made it pretty affordable. If that was a $10 price tag on it, I think you lose a third of the crowd, because a lot of people could say, hey, you want to go to a movie today or go to a Comic-Con convention? And for $10, some people go to the movie. One of the final pros I would definitely say, and there's probably more pros and cons and stuff like that too, but the location. The Nebraska State Fair has ample parking, great resources, and it's a nice parking lot. So if it was a cold, wet, muddy day, it's all paved in concrete. So I think that's another huge pro that's right there. It's a good venue. It really is a good venue. And you'll see from the video, just from watching it, that it had good space, good venue. I mean, good lighting. It was nice. So, you know, what would I give this thing as a Comic-Con convention out of 10? I would probably say, just on how it's being done, I would probably give this right around a 6 or a 7. Why would I score it that low? Just because there wasn't a ton of vendors. It didn't have as many vendors as I would have liked to have seen. It's not as big as the national conventions you see, but I think it was pretty good. I mean, to get a 10 out of 10, you're talking card party type stuff there. So I would say it's a 6 to 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5. But yeah, guys. So hope you liked the video. Hope you liked what I grabbed. Let me know what you guys see that you might have liked even better. Maybe something I walked past and didn't see it. But I have a tough time. My attention deficit. I can't just sit around for 2-3 hours and look at things. I'd rather just buy and go. You know, if it's the difference between $25 and $30 on a card, I'll pay the $30, because I figure my time can be spent somewhere else doing something. So it's probably not the best way to approach the hobby. But hey guys, Pokémon Soda here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, like and subscribe, and as always, catch them all.